in kind of, engaging with us and being a part of our family, what has changed about you personally? Like,
I became a believer because when I first started, I didn't believe at all. I was like, oh, this is not going to work. I don't really want to do this part. And then when I actually sat down and Vicky came to the store in January, and we had that one-on-one time, it changed my whole outlook on the coaching strategies, the wild cards, even the menu price. Because even when I first did like the menus with Vicky, I was like, really, we're going to do this? This doesn't make sense to me. I feel like we're taking all this, basically
It goes
overpricing.
against everything that you'd learned up to that point, right? That's the great thing about it. It's a flip.
that's what's hard for us, Chris, though, is like most of the training that we all got in our industry coming up, right? Because, I feel like I grew up in our industry. Most of what we were taught was tribal knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's from people that really weren't performing at a high level, mentoring us to think the same, but really the results aren't a big part of that equation.
No. So, and then once we did all that and I seen that it was actually possible, I was like, okay, I'm really going to do this. This is great. I can get this all to work. I have Vicky there as my backbone if I run into trouble, and I could pick up the phone anytime I need her and she's there. So it was just it changed my entire outlook on everything.
So what do you think it is that hesitation? Do you think that it feels overwhelming, like it's too much work? Is it too much change at one time? Like, help us understand from the perspective of a new manager.
Yeah. So at first I felt like it was too much change at one time. So I was going into it. I'm like, we're going to change this, this, and this. Like nobody's going to understand what's going on. They're like, okay, we're raising prices here. We're going to do this. We're going to play all these games. And it's going to be like, and it was something we didn't do all the time. So it was basically making everybody believe. And I had to make myself believe it too. But once you actually do it, you realize it's a lot of work. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as much work as you think it is. It starts flowing. Once you put one process in place, the other processes follow with it.
Yeah, and hopefully it feels scalable after that. It should be easier, and now you can scale, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and can you make the correlation now that the more change in that, short period of time, that it affects the outcome and the results equally?
Yeah, I can.
Like the dramatic results that you've had are, equal to the amount of change that you quickly did.
Exactly. No, and it worked out. Like I said, it worked out great. I mean, the nets, the net to gross and everything went up to right where we needed to be. And since I've been keeping with the program and making sure everything's going the way it's supposed to be, the last 8 months now, we've been completely profitable. So we haven't fell out. We've made CSI every month this year, and everybody's happy and everybody's making money. I have advisors that are maxing out their pay plan almost every month now, so it's good.
That's great. So now, how about personally for you in your home life or outside of work? Has this had any effect on the way you just feel overall?
Oh, it has. I mean, financially with myself, I'm in a financially better spot because of the way my pay plan is set up. So we're making CSI, so I'm getting paid like I should. And even my time at home. When I was at other dealerships, I was out. I was working 90% of the time, like we all are, but I was never home like at 7 or 8 o'clock. I'm to the point at my dealership now that I actually feel comfortable knowing that I can take a Saturday off and go to my kids' games and not worry because they're still going to they know what I expect. They're still going to do the process the way they're supposed to. So it's given me more time with my family, and just being able to do everything that we enjoy.
Man, that's a really, really good point because I think that, you know, again, how we were brought up in the industry was that the strong leaders were the ones that were there in the morning and there at night.
Bell to bell.
And bell to bell, 6 days a week, everything like that. What I'm learning is what he just said, is that the great leaders are the ones that can leave and go see their kids' game on a Saturday, and they come back on Monday morning. They don't have 50 voicemails. They don't have a whole bunch of fires to put out because the system's so strong that the people just follow it. That's a sign of a great leader, in my opinion, is when you can step away and it doesn't fall apart.
But we all learned that, because I remember being so unhealthy too, because I literally would just eat pizza
while you're walking around doing other stuff.
So unhealthy, and just low self-esteem too, because you're, I don't know, it just messes with you, because your only go-to, or I know for myself, my only go-to was to work harder. I didn't know where the levers were, and so it was just more of everything, and at some point that just takes all of your soul away. Thanks so much for watching this clip of Service Driving Revolution. We're uploading new stuff every day, so make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss out. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, call 8333-ASK-SDR and we'll answer your question on the show. That's 8333-ASK-SDR. For special deals on our books and training, head over to offers.chriscollinsinc.com. Now that's offers.chriscollinsinc.com. I'm Chris Collins, and I'll see you in the next video.